My whole argument in the stance that, understanding that we really just feel now being former athletes that we can kind of be the shield for it. And I'm working with UCLA on a cannabis research program, but to me, they're pumping us full of opioids to get us back on that field. I mean, we're possessions to them, and we understand it's a process and whatever it is, and we're high paid, a commodity for them, but they're causing, so they'll pump you full of anything, shoot you full of Toradol, have you on all kinds of prescription drugs that are masking one thing, causing a long-term effect on the other hand, but then want to penalize you for cannabis. I was in the drug program towards the end of my career and got close with a couple guys that were running it, and they told me, over 200 guys in here just for that alone.
Well, let me respond to that. That's a very smart, cogent argument, cannot be disputed. Here's your problem. That's their rules.
Their rules.
Now, their rules that you agreed to abide by.
Right.
So, in other words, if we put our big boy pants on and we addressing stuff the way that it needs to be addressed, you could make that argument. Hell, take it all the way up to Capitol Hill, for crying out loud. There are ways to do it, but it's a slow, grueling, tedious process that nobody wants to go through.
Al going through it.
Totally understand. Here's the problem. It's still their rules. And it's their money you want. So at some point in time, while you're making the argument, knowing that they're wrong, once again, we could even go and switch the subject and we could go back to Kaepernick or anybody else. Sure, they're wrong. What black man you know has been in a working environment where we felt the rules were totally fair? Just tell me who that is. Because I never met him.
Right.
I've never met him.
Right.
I have never met him. Guess what? I don't know white people who felt all the rules were fair to them.
Right.
It's the world we live in, and at some point in time, what is measured is your level of discipline in the face of adversity, because that's what separates the men from the boys. For example, y'all are doing this podcast, two intelligent brothers that are real. You're going to cut through the chase, you're going to get the stuff. All of this stuff is true. But you didn't put a camera here and here
None
and
of
there
that.
and just sit here. You got a crew of people around
G,
you. Right.
Sean,
So
everybody.
why are these people working with you? Because they have faith in you.
And to make us better.
Not just to make you better, but they have faith in you. They have faith in your ability to perform and that you're going to exercise the discipline that it takes to reach new heights. We can sit up there and talk about First Take #1, man. They did some rating. They said to me, Stephen A. is the #1 talent in sports media. All right, fine. Here's why I'm really getting paid. I'm trustworthy. I'm going to show up to work. And I'm not going to try to let them down.
Professional.
I'm not going to be somebody that says, bump y'all, I got my money, I do what I want, when I want, how I want. Because remember, my dollars are guaranteed too. Ain't no wiggle room out of my stuff other than the morals clause like anybody else has. Oh, my numbers are guaranteed, dog. Say it if it's true. You understand? My numbers are guaranteed. You don't get that without trust.
Right.
They said, we trust you to do that. So for me to do anything that deviates from that is an indictment against me, because now I've shown I'm not trustworthy.
Right.
And that word is going to spread and circulate, and then people are going to be reluctant to do business with me because I'm not trustworthy. It's like, how do you not see that, particularly as black people, knowing what disadvantages we're operating under?
Right.
And that's what I'm talking about. Y'all asked me to come here and do an interview with y'all. Y'all were waiting for me. I wasn't waiting for y'all because this is y'all show. So guess who was here waiting? Now imagine what it would have been like if I got here before y'all. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, just use your logic and understand this is the world that we're living in. And when you talk business with people, it's not just about your ability, it's about your ability to be trusted. And that's what you have to have. And this, to me, whether it's weed or anything else, is just the latest increment or the latest example, the latest obstacle that's in your path, testing whether or not you can be trusted to handle your business in spite of the circumstances being less than ideal for you.